All right, let's see. What the? Okay, so originally I was not going to touch this. I was going to let it pass and just let it go because I felt like there was no reason for me to touch it. But then someone DM'd me just like, oh man, did you see what Hirohiko Araki drew for that fucking pedo? I was like, all right, whatever. I'm gonna make a full-length video about this because this specific case I've been talking about on social media at least for like 3.5 years. If you don't know what happened, essentially the creator of Ruroni Kenshin, he was a pedo, or is a pedo. And so since Ruroni Kenshin hit 30 years, 38 mangaka drew tribute art to him and even did interviews thanking him for the series. Nobuhiro Watsuki is one of the worst people in Japan. Okay, I'm lying. Japan, they have a lot of different cultural norms. I'm not really going to touch that. But he's one of the worst people in the manga industry. He was a man caught with so much cheese pizza that the cops thought he was distributing it, but he saved it all for himself. Like, he had so much on him, and this wasn't that long ago. It was 2017. You would think it's super long ago, the way some anime fans try to be like, oh well, it happened so long ago. It was 2017. And once he was caught with that, you would think he would go to jail, but since Japan works a little bit differently than other places, but at the same time not too differently, because we see some powerful men walk away free, he ended up getting the absolute minimal sentence, which was a $200,000 yen fine, which in USD is $1,900, and getting suspended by the publishing company he was working on, which is ironic because he's only suspended for 6 months. Then after 6 months, he got to continue working on Ruroni Kenshin. Yes, this bitch ass nigga got to continue to work on Ruroni Kenshin. I'm sorry, no one in publishing had a fucking problem he was touching children? None of y'all have a problem? Like, I understand the cultures are different here and there, but it's so fucked up. He's touching kids. The only company that showed any type of balls was Viz Media, which isn't surprising. Shonen Jump don't got none. I hate Shonen Jump, but that's a whole different thing for a whole different time. But he was basically able to get off with the charges so free that it's kind of ridiculous. Some mangaka did take valid action against them, and one had very strong, hard stances in the ground against him and what he did, and are very disgusted by him. One I heard is Hirohiko Araki, which makes sense because, again, Hirohiko Araki did come out after that whole, after literally he got caught and was like, yeah, he's a weirdo. He was one of the only mangaka that was really had a very starch stance against this man. But the industry is too powerful and they don't give a fuck about the children. So after a few years, Ruroni Kenshin got another spin-off. Anime spin-off. And season 2 even just came out in fucking October. Yep, exactly around the time when the Ruroni Kenshin 30th anniversary tribute was announced. And that's why today I want to show y'all them and just go through. I want to talk about it because it's so annoying. Now, on this list of 38 mangaka, they all work for Weekly Shonen Jump, and they are all, or most of them, are part of some very big series. Like, for example, Kishimoto's there, Oda's there, Araki's there, Hirokoshi's there. Almost everyone of almost any anime you can think of is there, except Tide Kubo, my GOAT. He's not my personal GOAT, but everything I learn about him is good. But Tide Kubo's not there, Fujimoto's not there. There's most of the newer ones, like newer mangakas, they aren't there. It's more so most of the older mangakas who are all making tribute art to him. Now, I want to briefly talk about Hirohiko Araki's, because I can go through everyone's. I can go through Oda's and how it was expected that Oda would do it, him being one of the closest people to Watsuki in the industry. But with Hirohiko Araki's, I'm so 50-50 because every time I look at it, I cannot stop uncontrollably laughing. His looks so fucking ass. It looks pretty fucking bad. It looks very fucking bad. It looks like he just decided to play around on the fucking iPad and scribble some shit. Like, it looked like he was taking a 5-minute break. He's like, here you go. And to me, when you look at all the tribute artists side by side, all 30 of them, it sticks out like a sore fucking thumb. Like a sore thumb. And you're just looking at it like, oh, it looks like he didn't even try. Then look at the next one. He's like, oh, it looks like he went all fucking out. Because, honestly, I don't think Hirohiko Araki tried. I think with most of them, they were probably forced by Shonen Jump to do it. But I am still disappointed. Because, again, these are grown men. A lot of them have very popular series that where they could say no. I feel like Hirohiko Araki, he's one of those who kind of could, but then again, he doesn't want to mess up JoJo Lands, which, you know, that's your life's work at the end of the day. It's just still fucked up that this pedo is getting championed in whatever. I don't care, because at the end of the day, I don't care that people may be like, oh, well, he's on the offender list and his life will never be I don't care. That man barely had to pay anything to get off on the charges. Barely had to pay anything to get off on the charges when he had gigabytes in his house. Gigabytes. Like, there was still even people who were in my comment section, because I said personally, I called all the mangakas weird, because they are drawing this tribute art, and they did have the choice to turn down the interview. That's what I know for sure, because not all of them did the interview. The after process where they thanked him, Watsuki and everything, they didn't have to do that. Some of them did, some of them didn't. But I called them weird. But me calling them weird, I didn't say, oh, well, now they're serious, it sucks. I just said, to me personally, they're weird. It caused an uproar. It caused people to just be like, oh, I don't understand. It's like, they were obviously forced. And I'm just like, you have no confirmation that they were forced. Now, were they probably forced? Yeah, but we still don't have any confirmation they were forced. And this man has so much CP, it was ridiculous. I'm sorry, they're weird. You know, if you saw, for example, if you saw your favorite artist out here singing R. Kelly cover songs as a tribute to Robert Kelly's best albums, what would you say? But all the artists, they're all under the same super big group. Like, let's say all of them work under fucking Universal Music Group, UMG, right? What are you going to say? Are you not going to be like, oh, that's very weird, this whole industry's fucked, almost everyone in here is weird? Or are you going to be like, oh, well, they were forced to do it? So, you know, like, at the end of the day, I get defending your favorite mangaka, because even with Araki, I still feel like he's weird, but I felt like he's weird before this whole debacle. But I think we can admit that it's weird. But we can also admit, while it being weird, Shonen Jump is probably forcing them to do and pay respects. At least the ones who, like, have things to lose. I don't know. These are my thoughts on it. I felt like that man should have rotted in prison. And I felt like, at least before knowing Shonen Jump probably did it, I felt like almost everybody was weird, and I thought I was finna have to stop reading some shit. But then I was like, you know what, they were most likely forced. I still can't give them passes though. Until next time, peace.